is Stella. It's been a while. I think it's been more than a month or two. I'm here because I have been remembering to record a short video for those of you who are watching my channel. Thank you for your encouragement, consistent encouragement and support. And this time I just wanted to talk to you about, how my personal journey is so far after leaving SCJ. I would say it is also important to know how to prove something wrong, how to prove something right, but how is my life so far? I know some of you are interested in my life, whether I'm doing well with my personal journey, personal life. So just to give you a heads up, I am a chaplain at the hospital. I know I have told you many times before, but I'm also at the hospital as a chaplain and doing my master's program at school. That is also chaplaincy, which is why I do chaplain rounding at the hospital. I just wanted to be a hospital chaplain because of all the things that happened to me. I thought, I want to help others. I want to share the hope that I have with those around us, those around me, especially at the hospital, because I was hospitalized before for a year because of this incident in my experience at the cult or SCJ organization. So I am not regretting that decision, even though it is sometimes challenging. It's making me really busy. A lot of suffering at the hospital that I get to see, and I get to see how God must be really sad about a lot of these things that are happening. I go to see patients and the families, going through losses, physical, emotional, and spiritual illnesses that they have. And it's very unfortunate and sad to experience that. I don't, of course they don't want to go through that, and they're not in control a lot of times. And to see that happening and yet being there for them, being present in the room with them, even if it takes like my silence or just helping them explore their feelings, explore or strengthening their faith in God. Everyone has different perspectives, different religions, different faith systems, and I am not to impose mine on them. We're not to force things out of people. Even as SCJ, the more we try to change them or say something's not gonna work, because people are so stubborn in the sense, including myself. We don't want to change our perspectives. So embracing them, learning to embrace that, embrace the differences, embrace the things even I'm not comfortable with. It doesn't mean that I'm going to admit it and agree with it, but I can still understand and embrace it as they are, as who they are. And ultimately that's the acceptance that we all long for. That's the acceptance we all long for as an individual, from our parents, from our family, from our loved ones. We want to be accepted the way we are. And it was difficult for me when I was in SCJ, when I thought that I was not being accepted the way I was, just because of the fact that I was SCJ SCJ member. People seem to reject me. And regardless of religions, we don't want that. We don't want to distinguish people or segregate people and make them feel like they're not welcomed. Regardless of religions, I meet people and I try to help them to feel welcomed and accepted, because it is ultimately God who wants to accept us with His love. Of course, that love is not everything. He wants us to use that love, know His love, so that we could obey His word, which is life for us. But that concept of love is something I'm still struggling with, because, here you go. my little kitty, Miu. Learning more about His love. How can I practice that, Lord? Praying about it. Lord, give me more love because I don't have it. And even though I'm struggling with it, I'm happy that He's there for me, just like He has been so far. And I know He is there for you guys too, guiding you, protecting you, strengthening you. He is the one who will give you the way. Just like it says in the Bible, Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life. I learned a lot through my cat too, about what it means to take care of another being, what it means to love them, what it means to understand their different perspectives. Yeah, I do want to share more about my story. Eventually, I'm gonna make it a little short today because I don't want to keep talking about myself too much. But I know my story could be helpful for you, and I hope that this my journey, my story will be speaking to you in some sense that is helpful. Thank you.